So I've been mucking around with Dragapult. My early findings with this deck is I'm not sure that I need Toxtricity and Power Tablet. Now with those out of the deck, what do you put in? I guess in this case, that's where you make room for stadiums, right? None of those are good. Galamine's kind of funny, but no. Old Cemetery, it's not bad. Kind of helps with bridging that damage gap. Not against other psychic Pokemon, but let's say against Zacian, brings their HP down just a little bit. I think Old Cemetery is probably the way I'm leaning. You need them to counter out Path to the Peak. Cram? Perhaps. Discard up to 2 in any combination of tools, energies, and stadium cards. Try 1. Let's just try it. Just something different. There's also argument for just items. More cards that you can play out of your hand so you can draw up the Genesect. But we'll see. So we get to draw until we have 5. That blows. I'm gonna quit. Because we're just gonna lose. So probably not that. I really like Chili, Silent, and Cress. Need another balloon. Let's go down to 5 energy. We get to Ordinary Rod once, right? It's not enough though. I feel like the deck could get away with very low energy count. Fog Crystal is really important though for that to work. I almost want to do this. Candy is good. Can't really cut that. Cram is probably the way to go, right? I like Old Cemetery. Maybe it was just a bad game. Quick Ball is good for the deck. Incense is good. 3 bosses not very negotiable. The problem with Cram-o-matic is you must have an item to discard alongside it. Yeah, it has to be another item card, so it's not always going to do work for you. Just try this. Not easy, huh? What went wrong there, I wonder? I suppose just losing 2 Dreepies off the bat, really? It made it so that we weren't able to establish the board. Is the answer less supporters in deck? That doesn't seem good. I always felt like we had too many supporters in hand, which is such a weird thing. Horror Psychic Energy, you think? It's not a bad idea, right? It is good. The reason why I like the basic Psychic Energy is because I can fetch it with Fog Crystal. But it is a good idea. I kind of want to reduce the number of supporters in my deck, which is a really weird thing to say. You think Meloetta? So the problem with Meloetta is I don't run Elesa Sparkle. I do like Meloetta though. This one, right? Melodious Echo. It is good. But I don't run the Sparkle to accelerate the energy. Maybe I should put it in anyway though. It would give us a feasible way to hang tough against Zacian. I kind of like running Old Cemetery because I don't want to get wrecked by Path to the Peak. Second Ordinary Rod? Doesn't seem like a good idea, hey. Actually, I kind of like Rescue Carrier. To like put the Pokemon straight back into my hand. I kind of like that. Training Court. So I feel like I've got enough energy to last me the game, and if I'm running Ordinary Rod is a card that's doing double duty for me. It kind of fills that Training Court slot. Old Cemetery is doing double duty as well because it's getting rid of their stadiums and placing damage counters with its effect. This is kind of like the iffy card, right? You could replace this feasibly with other stuff, but I do like this card in this deck. Let's try this. I could cut Toxtricity, right? So I could cut these 4. I could cut these, and I could play Rotom Phone and something like Cram-o-matic. Power Tablet as well. If I take these out to play Power Tablet, I also want to play Cram. I'm going to try it like this though. So we've got ideas between us, okay? And we attack with Fusion Strike Assault for the KO. Let's review the deck. Toxtricity is not really doing much for us, is it? Let's cut it out. And we're left with something that's a bit more refined. I think I need another Genesect V. So let's cut these out and review. So when the list looks like this, what do we need? Do I have switches or ropes? I could put them in. Do I cut Chili? So I'm almost going to go down to like... This is already really low for the support accounts, you know? What if I went 2 Boss's Orders and went 4 Crams here? What if I went like this? Sparkle is okay. I don't think I need it though. I guess one of the good things about Cram-o-matic is it lets us eat up rare candies after, you know, you're sort of mid-game and you don't need the candies anymore. This is starting to push in the direction that I want it to go. What if we cut Chili completely? I don't think I need Sparkle. Sparkle's good, but I only need to attach 1 energy. What I want to do with a stage 2 deck like this is set up. That's all I want to do, just set up. I don't think that the cross-switcher card is very good for this type of deck, because Genesect V wants you to play all the cards out of your hand. We can afford to play only a low count of energy, because we run 4 Fog Crystal. I could make room for Tablet. There's also Rotom Phone that Flameheart suggested. What if I went 2 Switch? Alright, something like that. And then I've got 1 more card. What's our 60th card? Play 1 Familiar Bell. Play 1 Catcher. I probably need Power Tablet, right? This deck loses so hard to Path to the Peak. But realistically, how many decks are playing Path to the Peak at the moment? You've got Ice Rider Calyrex, and that's about it, right? What else plays it? Not much. Wait. 4th Stadium should be good. Maybe I just pump the supporters back up. I need another card. Come on, everyone. Come up with another card for me. I mean, I guess I could play 1. I just don't like it for this deck. I don't think it's very good for us. Let's just go 4th Level Ball. Let's see how this goes. Okay, finally. Alrighty. I think I like Old Cemetery being so high in count. Cut 1 Level Ball. And maybe 1 Switch. I didn't think Switch was that necessary. And so we go Pump Kaboo. Just 1. And go 1 Scoop Up Net. And so most games, we shouldn't need those 2 cards. But it could be a bit of a lifesaver in other scenarios. So I really want to test this out. It's GG. They got way too many cards in hand. I need more Rapid Strike Pokemon in the deck. Let's put in Meloetta and 1 Sparkle. Let's try that. Putting 1 and 1 is not so bad. The problem there is I prized Dreepy, and once I lost 1, I was down to like 4 Pokemon in play, and I wasn't able to replace them. I really hate putting more supporters back in the deck because they're really anti-synergistic with Fusion Strike system. Yeah, I'll try full Marnie. Might not be too bad. So, the thing with Power Tablet is that it's not helping us set up. It's not helping us maintain a board position. Power Tablet is like a luxury. Can you look at this deck and be like, yes, it will set up every single time? In that game just before, despite not running Power Tablet, we weren't able to set up or maintain a board position. Like, we had less than 6 Pokemon in play for several turns. What you want is to be able to build the deck in such a way where it has a full board every single turn of the game, and then you can think about Power Tablet. Then you're allowed to. Once you're absolutely sure you can maintain that board position, then that's when you go down that path. I think one Sparkle with Cram-o-matic works. See how Meloetta goes. Alright, so what happens here is we attack the Mew. If they use Psychic Leap, then they'll have a Mew on the bench. That is annoying. Oh, that's annoying too. What have you got? Have you got Switch? Wait, why are they allowed to Techno Blast twice? I thought Techno Blast stopped them from attacking the following turn. Am I wrong? Meloetta and Elesa Sparkle seem to do work there though. I'm okay with the way that game went, even if it didn't go the greatest for us. Maybe we can cut. Kind of thinking third boss's orders, cut 1 Marnie. And this might be the way to go. Power Tablet alongside Meloetta would be interesting. But what would you cut? What are the cuttable cards here? I could cut a Cemetery. I could cut a boss's orders. I could cut a Switch, but I don't want to. Maybe I cut a Level Ball. Maybe I cut a Fog Crystal? I could try it. I don't want to put Power Tablet in though. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. What I want is a deck that can consistently dole out damage, right? But I guess we can try it. I guess we can try it. I really don't like Power Tablet. Let's go Level Ball here. We don't need to go Drakloak. I think we'll just go Meloetta here. And fill out our bench. I'll take the KO. Oh, I could have played Incense here for another Drakloak, but I think this is good too. But what happened... Okay, so they're scooping that one. Did they miss? Yeah, buddy. We had the boss for the Crobat. We did it. So I think we can put Meloetta in the lead here. And just hit done. It's a good opening hand except for the Ordinary Rod. So we'll do this, to this, to this. Cram. It's fine. Fusion Strike. Okay. Kinda sucks. Kinda sucks. This would be a tough deck to beat for Hooper. Perhaps. Switch out of the active. Ooh, yeah, right on time, right on time. So grab Dragapult. Yep. Rare Candy to drag. Drakloak down. Switch into Dragapult. And we'll Fusion Strike. Draw 3. Elesa Sparkle. Right on time. So let's do that. We'll select Meloetta and Dragapult. And I guess here we collect the KO. It's fine. It's kind of unfortunate because we're going to get dunked by Gengar, but that is just the world we're in. They gotta make a choice. Fear and Panic, interestingly, is not going to do enough damage. They'll have to go for the Swallower. Which, you know, is not a big deal either. This Gengar would probably dunk. Dunk Hooper. Or maybe. I don't know, actually. It would be interesting to play that matchup. Let's go Drakloak here, because we got Dragapult in hand. So we do this. Do this. Play this down. Get an Ordinary Rod. Put those back. Then we Fusion Strike. I think I just, discard the rare candy because we really want to fill our bench out. Okay. I didn't just play that Dreepy this turn, right? No, I did. Okay. Oh, yeah, I can't evolve it anyway, so... Play this. Play Power Tablet as well. Hey. So do I do this? And attack for 140? I mean, it's probably good. Still at that. Meloetta FST. And we got the damage boost from Power Tablet as well. So doing that's good because it preserves our Pokemon in play, our Dragapults. Alright, so next turn it's going to be Rare Candy into Dreepy. We're only drawing a small amount of cards, unfortunately. Let's see what happens. Genesect becomes active. Fog Crystal, great. Good to see it. We need the energy. We must attack this turn. It's Candy. Okay, we only get to draw 2, but let's see how it goes. Genesect, great. And we're hitting the amount of damage we need now, so that's good. Nice one. Very good. Very good. There should be at least one more Dreepy in the deck, so even when this Dragapult gets knocked out, we'll be able to go 4th Genesect, another Dreepy. Okay, getting hit by the Marnie is not great. I wanted that Psychic Energy. Okay, we've got Fog Crystals, so that's good. Fog Crystal for the energy. 200. Ooh, 180. Give me the boss. Alright. Getting closer. Just need to bench one more Pokemon. Got it. GG. Wow. We beat the Gengar. Hey, this build's not bad, huh? I think we're starting to figure out how to play this deck. I do like the idea of maybe cut one Power Tablet. And then maybe you go another Meloetta. It has been a careful balancing act working towards a functional deck. At the beginning of the stream, this deck looked very different. Where's the cut? What do you do? A 10th basic Pokemon would be really nice. It'd be interesting to run a Raihan in the deck. Could run one Raihan. And that also is another way to power up Meloetta. Let's run one Raihan. So we cut one Power Tablet and we put a Raihan in. It's a very versatile card. So, and it's sensible in this type of deck. Let's try it. It's not looking good for us. Bounce out of that game. No boss, no life. That's a shame. Well played. Just ran out at the very end. It's been a good session. We've grinded out a lot of games and they've been close. Should have played Sparkle first, actually. It's fine. We were setting up way too fast for them. Yeah, nice. Bench out the Cursor. Unlucky for them, unfortunate. But we got there. So we can Fog Crystal for the other Psychic Energy. Whoops. That's happened a few times tonight. I make that mistake as well. Got him. I'm glad that I didn't Marnie. Attach an energy and attack. Okay. Well, it must be a very ordinary hand. If that's their line of play. Because, you know, we just attach here and evolve and we're good to go. Might even be enough damage already almost. With the pre-evolution. No. Spooky Shot wouldn't have done it, but Fusion Strike Assault will. And of course, having no Pokemon remaining in play means that I win. But it's looking like a win for Dragapult here. Because we just do that. And we'll do this. Grab another Genesect. Okay, even without that Genesect, it'd be enough damage. It's GG. We'll see. Yep. Unfortunate. We're really not the type of deck that they want to run into. Strong win. Wait, are all the no. There's no energy left, there's nothing. GG. Wow. I guess we just do this. Okay. And then hit done and see. Actually, nah. I'm not going to waste our time. They probably have a way to get the energy. And I was going to... If nothing else, I had less cards remaining. That's disappointing. 4 cross switcher. You wish. So this is not an energy, right? No. Oh well. So I don't mind running Power Tablet as maybe just a 1-off instead of a 2. And maybe just another Psychic Energy would help. We're very close to the end state of what this deck can be or should be. I think Tablet comes out to a 1. And we just grab another Psychic. Maybe just one more. I really... It's hard because you like... If nothing else, it's got to be items. It's got to be item cards. As you want to be able to use Fusion Strike system as much as possible. Level Ball can be the difference between drawing extra cards or not with Genesect. So we try like this. Could have also gone the 4th. What's that thing called? Crystal? Against Duraludon. Prevent all damage done to this Pokemon by your opponent's Pokemon with special energy. Wonderful. We're in trouble. I don't think this game's going to go very far. I think we just lose by virtue of running a deck that relies on Fusion Strike energy, unfortunately. Let's draw the rest. Might grab one Meloetta and attach Fusion Strike energy to it. Play Old Cemetery. Done. Forces their stadiums out, and because we run 4 stadiums of our own, we can afford to initiate the stadium war. To force them to play the stadium. You know, just as much as we want to counter their stadium, they want to counter us. So, if we don't play a stadium down, then they may never do it either. Alright, scouting a boss. Duraludon. Yep. So I'm not going to play another energy next turn. I want a Marnie first. Don't know. Zacian is pretty annoying to see. Too bad this isn't active, so I could just target down Duraludon with it while it's unevolved. I don't think there's much value in attaching here, so we'll just Marnie. Okay, this ends up being pretty good. As a matter of fact. So without the double tablet in deck, we have no chance of knocking out the Zacian, but we get to dole out quite a bit of damage thanks to Genesect. Okay, this gives us our Psychic Energy, so we get to start things off, so to speak. Let's cram the Quick Ball, try and get Rare Candy, good. So you see, when you do get the coin flips to go your way, it's very strong. You get a lot for what you're trying to achieve. And even if you don't, it's still, like, really good. So this is going to do 180. One tablet will do 210, and it's not enough. And I can't... See, what would have been great is if I could have used Cram-o-matic and gotten the second tablet, and that would have been a KO on the Zacian. It would have been excellent. But instead, we just assault. And that'll be the turn. And so now instead we keep Cram-o-matic and potentially either knock out the Zacian. It also gives us Air Balloon, so that's good. So let's do this. We get 2 tries. Let's take the Air Balloon, take the KO. Old Cemetery. We don't get to knock out the Duraludon. I think I'm gonna hold this, so we'll draw. Need this over here. Sparkling could be good too, honestly. I think I like Sparkling here. To preserve our Pokemon. What, I can't... Oh, I can't retreat. Oops. Whoops. It's a shame. Right, so I absolutely must not lose that Ordinary Rod because we need to be able to recover Psychic Energies. Raihan gives us another use out of the Psychic Energies as well, which is great. Yep. So here comes the Evolution. Okay. Alright, looking good. Looking good. So we did this. Then we evolve. I don't feel like we need tablet, but... So what I really want to do is keep drawing cards. I don't really have much to draw for, though. Oh, so I want to do this, actually. We'll accelerate the energy, and we'll just put Dreepy on the bench. Seems good, right? Just do that. Yep. And we can evolve to Drakloak next turn. Yeah, that's good. That's a good line of play. Fusion Strike energy. I think putting it here is not bad, right? Potentially, Meloetta gets to do lots of damage, so we'll just do it like that. Keep drawing. 2 crams in hand is good. Alright, this is quite a threat now. They really needed to have Bronzor on the bench. I'm not sure... Actually, I don't think this deck runs Bronzor. I think they go all in on the Skyscraper strat. And don't run that card. So we've forced the other Pokemon out, which is good. Get a KO. So I kind of want to target this. We'll put up Genesect. It's got free retreat. Okay, we're gonna go Cram. Quick Ball. Alright, we go Boss. 3 7s are 21. Unfortunately, I don't think I do enough damage. Oh no, wait, I have Tablet. Yeah. Yeah, so that works. So we're gonna knock this out. We're doing it in this order so that they can't just get another Duraludon V for free. We're gonna retreat into Meloetta. And that 1-off tablet is doing work for us now. It's also important because... Okay, we can do this as well. Ten cards left in deck. Okay, that's good. And then we'll Melodious Echo. Get the KO. We're in a really good spot now. Really good spot. And so, you know, Fusion, Technoblast can help us get a KO elsewhere. The only problem is now we don't have any tablets remaining, so we're capped at 210 damage, and I don't think this deck runs any 200 or sub 220 HP Pokemon. But at least Genesect will be able to take a KO on something if it's already damaged. So what will they do? Okay. We did it. That was a slog, that game. By rights, we do really have the advantage in that matchup, I think. Though, that being said, we did have to play around the fact that we only had 2 Psychic Energy. So, I think that there's interesting... it's interesting on both sides of the board. Because we're playing around the fact that we only have 2 Psychic Energy, right? So, if we discard one early, if one of them's prized, we're in a lot of trouble. But we had the right cards available to us in that game. So it worked out. Look, at the end of it all, after all of that deck building, can I present Dragapult? Dragapult is a single prize Fusion Strike attacker. So it has the Fusion Strike attribute, and it's a single prize stage 2 Pokemon. Its attack Fusion Strike Assault does 30 times the number of your Fusion Strike Pokemon in play. So it's good. It scales up in damage. It can potentially do 180 damage or more with Tablet for 1 energy. It's great. The only problem, of course, being that it is a stage 2 Pokemon. Now, that being said, Dragapult has a fantastic partner in Genesect V. Genesect V is a really strong V Pokemon from the Fusion Strike release. Its ability, Fusion Strike System. Once during your turn, you may draw cards until you have as many cards in hand as you have Fusion Strike Pokemon in play. So this ability can be used, you know, once per Genesect V that you have in play. It's not a once per turn ability, it's once per Genesect V. And so what can happen is that you have this chain of drawing cards with each Genesect V, provided that you're able to get all the Pokemon into play. And so to get all the Pokemon into play, we have a myriad of search available. We have Fog Crystal, Quick Ball, Level Ball, Incense. We even have 4 Cram-o-matic. Cram-o-matic fits the theme of the deck because it's a card that removes a card from your hand and allows you to get a card that you want based on a coin flip. It's good at any stage of the game, but even if you get Tails, it still removes cards from your hand to be able to Fusion Strike System draw. Very powerful indeed. And so the rest of the deck is mainly just around setting this part up for success. It's not like you need draw supporters because you rely on Fusion Strike System. Part of that is running a full 4 Old Cemetery count. Old Cemetery puts a little bit of extra damage into play, but also makes it so Path to the Peak doesn't turn off Fusion Strike System. You absolutely need to be able to play a stadium down in response to that one, otherwise you get shut down completely. And because you're relying on Fusion Strike System so much, the supporter count is very low. As you can see, 3 Marnie, 1 Raihan, 1 Sparkle, 2 Boss's Orders. There is a world where you could probably go lower, but I've found that this has been reasonably successful for now. The other Pokemon present in this deck too is Meloetta. I didn't really think to include it before, nor did I think to include Elesa Sparkle. So initially I thought, why would I want to include Sparkle? This Pokemon only requires one attachment to get going anyway. And I think that it is worth it, because Melodious Echo, if you can Sparkle to it, which is entirely plausible with Cram-o-matic, despite only running one Sparkle, you also have Raihan to help you there too. If you can get Melodious Echo off, it can do, you know, anywhere upwards from 140 to 80 damage. And with a tablet, it could do 310, knock out a Mew VMAX if you're able to pull it off. But more importantly, it helps you bridge a turn where you don't have to attack with Dragapult, and to preserve these Dragapults in play, because obviously these are much more difficult than this to get into play. So it's a good option in the deck for sure, and may even be worth exploring at a higher count. Bit of a weird one, I only run one Power Tablet. I've found that running multiples of the Power Tablet hasn't been that useful. I worry a lot about just making the deck set up, and then I worry about cards like Power Tablet. And that's because Stage 2 decks are difficult to set up. They're notoriously good at just being a board of Dreepies and nothing else, you know. And this isn't a deck that's running Inteleon. You don't have access to that engine, so you have to be especially thoughtful about how you build it. The strategy really, as usual with a Stage 2 deck, is just to attack VMAX Pokemon. Ideally, you're 2-hit KOing them, and you're beating them in the prize trade, because for every 2 prizes they take, you ideally take 3. Boss's Orders helps you achieve that as well. I would look at increasing this to a 3 count. You might even cut a Marnie. You could go like this and go to 3. Or perhaps you want to cut Rescue Carrier or Switch. Or maybe you want to go down to 3 Cemetery. I could see that happening. So there are a few counts that you could play with in this deck. This isn't set in stone, but some of these counts I think are really good. I do like the 2 Drakloak. I like the Cram-o-matics a lot. 4 Candy is really good. You could run 3, but item cards are never a wasteful inclusion in this deck, because Cram-o-matic needs item cards to activate. That's the deck. If you're watching this on YouTube, thanks for sticking around and watching what this deck's all about. Tell me if you think you've got a better take on Dragapult from Fusion Strike. And if you like this video, please toss me a like. Subscribe to the channel perhaps, if you're feeling generous, or if you liked what you saw. I try to upload 1 video a week, and I'd love to see you all around for the next one. So, okay. Thanks everyone. I'm out of here. This has been Vice, and I'll see you in the next stream or YouTube video. So take care and goodbye for now.